I know we're doing something a little different tonight in that I am actually streaming again. Well, not following a steady schedule, but we're at least hopping in and doing something else. Uh, Honestly, I had so much fun with the SL1 run last night and kind of breaking up the ranked matches a little bit. Admittedly, I still enjoy playing Dragon Ball Fighters a lot, but it's nice to kind of do something a little bit different. So I had so much fun last night. We're going to just hop in and continue. So I think we are going to keep doing other games and maybe like challenge runs and stuff for Tuesday nights, just because of server maintenance Dragon Ball Fighters. But I think it is definitely worthwhile to continue kind of playing this on some other days, just because it's so darn fun. So, excuse me. Let's hop in. We need to load game because I was checking something on another character last night. So Slone, here we go. Obviously you can tell I love the Thieves Mask since every single character uses it. I know, woefully original. But let's hop right into the fun. So where we left off, we had just killed the Moonlight Butterfly. And I think... Do we have the Crest of Artorias? Do we need to go buy it? You know, we've got 20,000. Let's go buy it. I think we've got the plus 10, yeah. So we could probably get one more level on the Pyromancy Glove, but I think it is definitely worthwhile to just go ahead and take out Sif, take another boss off of our Soul Level 1 run, and keep pushing forward. Now where we left off, we kind of have done the first part of the game. We've rang both bells. What we should be doing now is going to Sen's Fortress, and then proceeding on to Anor Londo and kind of finishing the... Ah, crap. I was too busy talking, not paying attention. We're kind of at a point where what we would do in a normal playthrough is continue forward to Sen's Fortress and then Anor Londo, and that's kind of the first half of the game, is once you complete that. But, really the only things we're restricted on is what we have available to us. So I think what we're actually going to do instead is go take out Sif first and kind of start building up to knock out the Four Kings. And then once we do that, we can kind of push forward and get everything we want available to us. Excuse me. Actually, let's not go that way. Let's do something a little bit different. We probably do need to go to the depth at some point and kill the Gaping Dragon and go into Blight Town properly, because there's a pyromancy there we're going to want. I don't think there's really anything else aside from maybe just humanity and souls for us in Blight Town, but at the very least, it's an option. And something to keep in mind. But we're going to grab the crest first, and maybe just... Yeah, I've got 7 bones. We'll bone back to the bonfire so we can hop right back into it. Yes, I would like to leave the Divine Emperor. We're not going to use it, but I will leave it with you because you're a nice man, Andre. We want you to have all the Emperors you want. I don't think there's anything I can reinforce. Still need large Titanite charge for +3, and yeah, nothing we can do there. Anything to repair? Awesome. And now, the crest. I don't want to go hollow either, Andre. So let's run back to the bonfire. We're not going to bone. It's a short trip. But Sif shouldn't be that difficult to kill with where we are now, although we do need to start doing some future-proofing for the character. So after Sif, we're probably going to go kill the Hydra and unlock what's going to be the path to the DLC. We're still going to need another item from the second half of the game to actually get to the DLC, but we can at least unlock the path to it and get a useful item since we're relying on spells. So we'll probably go for that next. And then with that and Sif, we probably will just need a couple other things, and then we might be able to try the Four Kings, although I do think I might want to wait and go for a couple other options first. Go for a couple other things just to make it hopefully a bit more consistent, but... Alright, now for the fun part. Shield out. So, enemies here are going to attack because we're invading the forest. And really, we might as well just try to run past things. And there is someone shooting magic at us. Let's... so if we talk to the cat and join the Covenant, they're going to stop attacking us, but I don't want to despawn them. Like, quit out and despawn. That does feel a little bit like cheating, even though it's an extremely common and accepted practice. So what we're going to do is we're going to push straight through to Sif, because that should de-aggro them and allow us to return and talk to the cat and get them off our butts, because there are some useful things in this area we might want to get. Is anyone pursuing us further? Oh, he's backing away. How far away is he going to back up? Actually, let's go back. Maybe we can talk to her now. And also, one of the things we might want to get is just actually right here at that exit, the other side of the bridge we passed by. Alright, so he's de-aggroed. He's walking back to his spot. Oh, wow. And this is why you always look where you're running, children. Otherwise, you might just run right off the edge. I don't think there's any issue if we kill him. At least, if we kill him, as long as we're not a part of the Covenant, but we want to kind of be careful. If we can get these guys on our side, it will make any retries we have to make for Sif a lot easier. And he's on his way back. Perfect. Alright, we're in good shape. This chest right here is the stone armor set. This is going to come into play for a few bosses we're going to fight. The first and the most likely one is going to be the Four Kings. If we are going to go for just a tanky build, the stone armor is essential because it's one of the strongest armors in the game. Then we might just lean into the fact that we can load up on Estus flasks and... Okay, good, he's not aggro. Perfect. We might just try to load up on the fact that we can do Estus flasks and pyromancies and just try to drain them quickly. Yes, I will join. I think the answer is yes. Yes? Okay, good. Join the Covenant, yes. Awesome. And now everyone's on our side.
And here, taketh this room.
I believe the Cat Covenant ring will automatically summon us to defend the forest if we are in human form. And they tell me I shouldn't go further in and raid raid Artorias' tomb, but it's not actually going to stop us or hold it against us. There's also Shulva here. Oh, sorry, Shiva. And he is actually now going to appear, and this lovely gentleman right here, they're going to appear in Blighttown. So we are going to want to go back at some point and just check and see what his inventory is. Really what we're more interested in is what the invisible guy is going to drop. We might help him accidentally kill himself. But until then, let's at least leave them alone so we can spawn later. Also, okay, fun part, we're going to pull these guys away. We want what's in that chest. And it's nothing important, it's just purely for fun and completion. We're not going to use the ember that's in it, really. At least to the best of my knowledge. Those punches will flatten me, by the way. If it won't kill me in one hit, it will do a lot of damage and knock me down. And this is what happens when you get cocky, children. This is what happens. The enchanted ember was... I cannot speak today. The enchanted ember was not worth it. But that's life. We're no longer humified, though, which has its benefits. There's some armor over here that I don't think we're going to make use of, but at the very least we can get it and have it. And actually, before we do this, we probably should go back to the asylum, because there's a ring there that will help the way to the DLC path be a lot more consistent. And the Eastern armor is what Shiva was wearing. That nice man we talked to next to the bridge path. The key here is not to get stuck on anything. We're just gonna run straight across. I hope. Excellent. Oh, that's not... Again, I swear I've played this game. It's easy to get lost. There is perfect. All right, here we go. If we felt more confident with our ability to kick, we could kick him, just kick him off the edge, and that actually doesn't aggro or get anyone against us. But as you can see, I'm trying to do the kick input here, and we have about a 50% chance of getting it. And if we do hit him, it's tempting, but no, we'll try that later. If it looks like I'm going to swing, I may try to look away, but for right now, we're just going to continue onward. Wish we had more combustion. But between the axe and pyromancies, we should be able to kill Sif. Let's grab that. My 400 souls. Look at the little mushrooms running away. Thought I heard something behind me, and that's very terrifying. Alright, saddest boss battle incoming. I know people say this, but this boss battle literally hurts me than it hurts Sif. Because he's just the goodest boy. And just so we don't forget to, we're going to grab the ring behind it. I believe it's the counter ring. Yeah, increased damage on counter hits. We may equip that for certain things, but there we go. Alright, the goodest boy. We may go for the special animation in a different playthrough. If you complete the DLC, you actually get a different animation here in this boss battle, and it's even more depressing than what we're about to see. Alright, so let's run forward. Crap, we missed. Sif, come on, be a friend. Be a pal. Alright, that's not great, but we're fine. Well, my B button didn't work. Let's try that again. Okay, I can roll. That was weird. Okay, so that was a waste of an attempt, but we're going to go right back at it. Jump right back on that gigantic dog. See, these guys aren't mad at us anymore. They no longer aggro. Oh, well, hello, viewer. Welcome to, well, not Amateur Hour. This is not our regularly scheduled programming, but I had so much fun with the Soul Level 1 last night, I figured let's hop right back in and get back to it. So we're in the process of going back to the saddest boss fight in the game, where I died very, very humiliatingly. We're going to attempt to do better on our second try. Alright, just making sure I can jump. Or roll. We're not going to worry about the 400 souls. There we go, that's much better. Thank you for interrupting me, Sif. That was a complete miss. I'm attempting to free aim this and it's not working very well. There we go, 160 is not great. And that was a miss too. That caught the counter frame. Oh, dang it. We jumped too early. Okay. Different tactic. We're going to hack away with the axe. Because that was miserable trying to do pyromancies that way. I should have been locked on, but I thought I could free aim it, and that clearly was a mistake. Triolation. No, we're not feeling elated about what we're about to do here. Poor Sif. He's just the goodest boy. See, is it just the mushrooms making the footsteps? I guess so. Oh well. Alright, and we're back into the fight. In hindsight, I should have brought a magic weapon. Just get a buff on the axe. Oh, that was a clean miss. Okay, almost as good as combustion, but this is fairly consistent. There we go. If we just stay under Sif, and apparently here in the corner he doesn't retreat any, which is very nice for us, because he can jump around a lot and dodge, and so the safest place is directly underneath him. But normally he moves a lot more in this fight, but we've kind of actually penned him in here at the starting area, which is extremely good for us. There's also a cheese, I believe, that you can get up on those rocks to the left, but Sif does not seem to want to, No, come on. No, Sif, come back. Okay, good. I thought it was too early on that one, just like last time. It's not good when we can't see what's going on. Alright, this is going much better than the previous two attempts. Oh! We want to get underneath him. And heal. Perfect. If you can dodge the first hit on that one, you're pretty much golden. The red tier stone buff might have been fun, but again, we're one hit away from death at this point, so we want to be as consistent as possible. Dang it, Sif, get hit by the axe. This is already painful enough for me to do this. I don't need the further guilt of taunting you or causing you further pain. Alright, we're not at the sad yet, but we're close. We might be close to the sad. I'm not. I don't think we are, but... Aww. So yeah, when he gets this low, he starts limping, and his attacks get much more difficult. And this is just all kinds of traumatizing. I'm sorry, Sif. You're a good boy, and I feel horrible doing this to you. Oh, you're such a good boy. I'm a monster. But we got that ring, the Covenant of Artorias, and that is extremely important. It literally has one use in the game, or at least to my knowledge, one use in the game, and that allows us to fight the Four Kings, which is a necessary boss to finish the game. So, sadly, we are locked into defeating a really, really, really good boy. Alright, so 40,000. The question is, what do I want to do with 40,000? Do I want to go upgrade pyromancies? This is the question. And I might as well just use the boss soul, because, again, I'm not sure there's anything I can actually wield from the available boss weapons. What is the best decision here for our next step? Alright, we'll keep Fire Orb and equip Magic Weapon. Awesome. Okay. Actually, let's see what that looks like. see what kind of damage we get on this. With the most basic form of magic buff. Because the magic buff, I believe, is tied to... Well, that's 20 extra points. It's not fantastic, but, I mean, it's better than nothing. But the magic buff is tied to the magic adjust of the catalyst, and we're not going to get anything special on that until... or unless we pumped points into end. So that is something we're kind of locked into. Just doing the bare minimum on some of these spells. Let's grab that before it drops. Never have enough moss clumps. Okay, that's what we need to do. Okay, now I know what... We need to head back. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to head back to the asylum to take out another boss and get a ring. And then we will be able to kill the Hydra and unlock the path to the DLC. We won't be able to take the path until that item from the second half of the game, but we'll at least unlock the path and get a very, very, very important item. That's going to help us on a lot of boss battles. And just in general cleanup. We're going to pretend we're going back to Hovel. You know, in hindsight... Actually, yeah, let's just go and go this way. This is where we killed Hovel for the Hovel's Ring. And we're going to use the ring for a lot of things, but, well, Hovel's Ring we're probably going to have fun for most of the game, just because of the fact that it increases our equip load, and at Soul Level 1, that is something we just have to struggle with, is what our default equip load is, so having Hovel's Ring is fantastic. But, in all honesty, there's another ring that does something similar, called the Ring of Favor and Protection. We got that from Cheesy and Lotric. The problem with it is that it gives you actually a modest, not as good as Hovel, but it gives you a modest buff to health, or to equip load, health, and stamina. The problem with it is that, oh, that's bad. Is that once you equip the ring, you can't take it off. If you take it off, it breaks. So we don't want to equip the Ring of Favor and... Nope, stop it. I know your deal. Ring of Favor. Yeah, okay, Ring of Favor and Protection. I thought it was something else. We don't want to equip the Ring of Favor and Protection until we know that that's the only thing we're going to use from that point forward. And unfortunately, that's just not going to be the case for a lot of things. So it's not something we're going to use. We may never use, but it's just we're being kind of conscious about it, even though it'd be extremely helpful. Nice. Time that right. Oh, you're going to come out here too? Come on. Thank you. We're actually going to probably come back this way to go to the depths. Oh, I thought someone dropped down. Because there's an enemy to kill down there, but for right now... And I do always appreciate how in Dark Souls 1 the enemies actually can get stuck on your character model, and so you get some fling animations like what I just did there. The soldier that was crossbowing. Stop it. Also, just for funsies, here is that thing we skipped. It's a dragon. That dragon is going to perch on this bridge and blow fire along it as we run up to it. I'm trying to think. That's really about it. Oh yeah, this is bad. We're gonna run through here. Really, the dragon doesn't do much. It just is an annoyance on that bridge. You can get an easy item off of him, but we can't use it, I don't think. I don't think we have the stats to use it, at least. We might go and try to get it just because. But... yeah, let's do... Stop it. There are a couple items here we can get. And actually, this is not the right path. broken straight swords. There we go. So there should be a humanity up here, and then we're gonna grab a crossbow. We're re-clearing this area because we didn't properly clear it because we didn't want to go past that that entryway and spawn the dragon early. Not having the dragon on that bridge up there, sorry, up there, makes some things a little bit easier, and so that's why we didn't want to spawn too early. Wanted to hold off on it as long as we could. Let's run back. Ooh, that's right, I forgot about this. We can give that to Frompt for more than it's worth. I miss reposts when you poise break someone. It's a mechanic in Dark Souls 3 and I love it. Awesome. And... Stop it! Stop it! Thank you. And now for... broken straight sword. Why should I be that excited about what they drop? They don't drop anything good. Throwing knife is not terribly useful for anything outside of aggroing or literally getting like 1 point of damage on something. Woohoo! No, that's not the right way. This is the right way. Crossbow! If I remember correctly, we can actually use the light crossbow this early. Booyah. And that is extremely important, because light crossbow is something we're going to use for a couple of boss battles. Excuse me. There are a couple of boss battles that are going to be with enemies that are either immune or highly resistant to fire, and so we're actually going to use a crossbow instead for those. The big one that comes to mind is Calamite, but we can also do that against Centipede Demon. Centipede Demon's kind of one that you can do it whichever way you want. He's not that difficult. It's just the big thing is it's going to be a time sink no matter what you do. Oh. That was dumb. I should have dodged. But we're all fine. You know what? Stop that. Give me your souls. The question is, do I feel confident enough that I can... Oh, Domhall comes here anyway? Interesting. You encounter that NPC you see over there on the edge. You encounter him... just in case I screw up and fall off. Let's be safe. Let's be careful. Anyway, that NPC over there on the under part of the bridge, you encounter him in the depths, and we never encountered him down there, so I didn't realize he just comes there automatically, whether you've seen him or not. Let's go ahead and start upgrading the light crossbow, just so we have it. I believe Larnates has already left. He has, which means he's now hollow. Sorry, buddy. Good buddy. Leave me alone. Ow. Leave me alone. I thought someone hopped down. Itty bitty little ledge you can slip by there. And this is Domhnall. He sells you boss armors. So if there is a boss you fought and it is wearing an armor of some sort, you can come here and pick it up. You can also buy endless gold pine resins from him. And let's go ahead and get the bottomless box since we didn't pick it up earlier. I think he actually sells it for cheaper than what's his face? The undead merchant sells it for. But until you kill bosses that have armor, he'll just sell you his armor, which is alright. It's one of those things that it's named in like kind of a lofty way, and the description kind of matches, so I assume that they were joke armors, because the weapons he has, the crystal weapons, they're actually, they're good, they're basically glass, like there's no better way to put it. They do a lot of damage, but they have ridiculously bad durability, and they can't be repaired. So they will eventually break and become unusable permanently at that point. So I assume the armor was the same way, is that it would, it might be good, but it would break down and then not allow you to go any further. Ooh, fall control. Actually, that could be useful. At this point, I'm just kind of grabbing anything that I can actually use. Oral decoy, magic shield, mainly for giggles. Can I actually use fall control? I wasn't paying close attention. That might have been 10 uses, not 10. Oh, no, it's 15. It's 15 intelligence to use. Dang it. I was not paying attention. I know. Failure. Alright, let's go back to the asylum. We've got plenty of souls. We're going to take the gamble that I am good enough to not lose the souls. I know. I'm a little concerned myself. Luckily, falling from here isn't that bad. Ooh, success. Or rolling from there also works. There we go. Alright, back to the asylum. So if you see that bird, that's the bird that brought us from the asylum to Firelink Shrine, and he will take us back if we pose as one of his eggs. And while we're waiting for this, because you do have to, like, wait there for a few seconds, while we're waiting on that and the animation plays, I'm going to get some more water. Okay, cool. Sorry, I was checking something. I'm showing my stream manager that the chat had disconnected, so I was making sure that it was working. Alright. This is where the fun begins. If you remember, torch hollows are gigantic douche nozzles. We like to make up insults here at not amateur hour. Stop it. That's the attack we don't want. That's the attack we don't want. Luckily they all go down pretty easily. Unfortunately, so do we. And we do not want to run straight through, because if you'll notice, this area here is a little dented. That's where the asylum demon jumps down to attack us. And if we walk over it now, we will fall through, and that's the way to the boss. The second boss of the asylum. Let's tune. No. Let's tune combustion. There we go. And then we'll take a fire orb. Is there a better option at this point for red tear stone? Because we're not really going to. Let's do Wolf Ring. It boosts poise. Poise is a good thing to have, especially when we don't have anything that really gives us poise. So let's just go for it. We do want to kill these guys, so they will follow us into the boss arena. I thought I was going to jump forward. So if you'll notice, I'm kind of ignoring their attacks now. That's the beauty of poise. Poise allows you to shrug off things, and it is a beautiful, beautiful mechanic that really only exists in Dark Souls 1 and 2. 3, they kind of nuked poise because it was overused. Oh, good. Safe. We're gonna go with combustion. Okay. So the Stray Demon has some different moves than the Asylum Demon. Oh, that's good. That includes using fire spells, and we're going to see these again when we get back to another demon fight after this. They reuse the Asylum Demon skin about 3 times, which I don't think is that big of a deal because each one kind of has its own little gimmicks. But it does get a little predictable. Dang it. At least it's spamming the same 2 attacks over and over. Well, same 2 attacks over and over again. This isn't bad. There we go. I think there's some AI manipulation you can do. And I think we're inadvertently doing it right now, which, again, I'm not complaining about. Oh, that's bad. That is going to take a decent chunk off of us if we get hit by it, so we want to avoid that. Oh, dang it. That's the problem with not aiming. Good, good, good. Keep doing that attack. That attack is easy. I appreciate it. Stop it. And now we're back to fighting him fairly. Oh, that's bad. We're good. Yeah, I'm glad we used our pyromancies first, because obviously it does more damage. Although this has so far been a very easy and predictable fight. Luckily the demons aren't too difficult. Well, it just kind of becomes an artificial difficulty of, if I just screw up once and get hit, I can take most of my health bar, if not all my health bar, because just to be at soul level 1 has that issue. Is he doing that? Yeah, it's okay. I assumed he was doing that. I didn't see he was doing that, so I'm glad I backed off. Okay, good, good, good. Stomp the ground. That's a couple of attacks for me. Thank you. Oh, crap. If you'll notice, I slow down from running sometimes. That's because the input for roll and jump are the same thing. What differentiates them is if you're running and you hit roll, you'll do a jump. So that's why I slow down sometimes, to avoid accidentally jumping, which has no iframes, when I want to roll, which does. We want those invincibility frames. That is the whole reason why rolling exists. Okay, that's it. Attack twice. Oh, that was too greedy. Whew. I probably could have killed him, but we don't want to be wrong. Not after this long. Whew. And this is why we don't get cocky, people. Okay, we're gonna run well behind. There we go, got him. So we have the Stray Demon, Souls. We're also gonna get a Titanite Slab, which we may or may not use. Pretty much, Titanite Slab is what you use to get the final upgrade when you're doing just normal reinforcement for your weapons. And we may not actually use it, so if we don't, that's fine. If we do, great. Let's run back here. This is actually where we spawned in the game. That was the area we spawned in. We're not actually going to kill this Black Knight, we're just going to run past him. We want to get that item, because this is the way we get to the Painted World of Ariamis, which is another area. Oh, that's bad. Oh, I didn't know he had another attack in him. Crap. Okay, so our Bloodstain is probably not going to be... Let me think about this. It's probably not going to be inside this room. It's probably going to be that hallway leading up to it, because it's like 2 seconds behind you, typically. So we can get that. We can get that. And I think if we go down here, this will actually spawn us. This should be the path down. So we definitely want that nearly 60,000 souls. Alright, good. I'm glad I remember the layout of the end of the asylum. Oh, no. I guess it's too much to hope that my bloodstain was back there. So it's definitely inside that tiny room. Okay. Well. I'm glad I survived. Would you stop? Thank you, hitboxes. That was exceptionally lucky. At this point, I just want to touch my bloodstain. At this point, I just want to touch my bloodstain. I'm not sure I'll be able to get out of here. Holy crap, we live. And now we're running away. I will agree, this isn't very, reassuring. I certainly don't look like a hero or a chosen undead doing this, but living is very important, and we like living. And awesome, we're good. I don't think they can use ladders, besides... I don't think they come that far, but holy crap, Oscar! As a hollow, he is a complete douche. Oy vey. Luckily, we have the upside of... we picked up our souls. Therefore, our bloodstain is just a little bit farther behind where we died. So, boom, we got our souls back. Okay, so we have one more thing to grab from here, and then we're going to go forward, and I don't think we're going to go to another boss battle yet. Oscar, why? Alright, I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you. Actually, let me... boost critical attacks. Boost critical attacks means we do more damage? Yes, we do more damage on backstab and repost. You also get this cool animation. Press shield and firelink. Awesome. I'm so happy I got that, I got that parry. As I mentioned, I'm not too confident on the parries. And never use the boulder trick. These hollows, they're so one-track minded. Excellent, moving on. This is a repeat of the greatest hits. These boys again. And then in that little back area where we fought one enemy, there are now two. You'll see here, this is the normal animation for a backstab. Sorry, I'm a loud drinker. There we go. Just overwhelm them with force. And that key that opens that, it can't be opened with the master key, which we took at the beginning, that gets us through some locks, so we don't have to go find keys. But that key is the one we actually picked up in Firelink on the top of that roof. So that's why you can't pick up the Rusted Iron Ring on your first trek through here. You have to come back to get it, because you don't get access to that key until Firelink. Alright, so we're ready to go. Let's see if we can navigate out of here without dying. Actually, we are going to kill these things. Specifically to avoid getting ganged up later. Because we should automatically teleport out and get the cutscene as soon as we get to the top of the ridge, but just in case we don't want to get clipped by one of these guys. Stop it. Also, if you've seen how I do the kick, if you do a nudge forward and strong attack, you get that jumping attack. That's not it. There we go, that's it. And almost 60,000 souls. We're definitely going to go down into, what's it called? We're going to take the shortcut into Blighttown. Oh, sorry, no, it's not on my cutscene. I have to, it's only the start of the game, it's cutscene. I have to crawl back up into the nest. But, luckily, excuse me. Excellent. Chosen Undead's like, what am I, an egg? There's Frount. We actually are going to hop down into that abyss he's in at some point, but right now we can't. We'll die if we do it. Actually, let's go ahead and load up the rusted iron ring. Let's get this bonfire for travel purposes. We might bone back here instead of dealing with a longer trek. We may... actually, probably would be a good idea if we do. We're trying to figure out the correct order to do things at this point, and so we may go for some easy boss kill, or go for an easy boss kill. There's one we can get kind of in this direction for the purposes of upgrading the pyromancy glove. But then past that, it's kind of... I'm not quite sure what the best path is, like what's the most efficient path to do, so we'll fiddle around with some ideas as we figure out how to go forward. Let's go to Blighttown, through the shortcut. So normally without the master key, this door is locked from this side, and you have to acquire that key at the start of at the start of this area to be able to actually proceed through there into Firelink from the back way, and to get to New Londo. We probably should go through New Londo at some point too, just to get it open and maybe pick up a Dark Hand. Luckily, they're big and slow and easy to avoid. He's doing the roar, so I don't have to worry about him. I literally don't know the purpose of that, unless it just alerts other enemies nearby, but... that literally is just a time waster. Ooh, almost. So close to one-shotting that. And the toxic guys do not respawn. Unfortunately, there are more toxic guys in Blighttown. We've only cleared out the ones that are here on this side. Oh, that's bad. Really glad it didn't take that second input for a roll. I would have gone right down the edge with that. And this is the elevator going down. Woo! Thought it was too early. Luckily, everything's fine. Everything's safe. It's fine. It's good. It's good. And off we go. Now, the benefit of the Rusted Iron Ring, if you remember, last time we came through here, it was an extreme trudge to get through the very obnoxious, the poisony swamp. Oh, but first, before I show off what the Iron Ring does, it's these guys! Hello, Shilva.
But while you are here, I'll end.
Sorry, Shiva. Shilva is, it's the name of the city in the in the Dark Souls 2 DLC. Don't know why I get those confused. Purchase weapon. I don't think I can use any of these. Definitely not, definitely not, definitely not. Oh, but I like the Demon Great Machete. I use that on a lot of casual playthroughs. It reminds me of Yorm's Great Machete from the third game. Can't get the Ushigidana, can't get the washing pole. Can't get the claws, too much dex. Oh no, Demon Spear is too much dex as well. Dang it. Yeah, so nothing here for me. Eastwood Grain Ring. Slow loss of weapon durability. I'm not sure that's going to help me. Now for the difficult part. Oh, thank God. Okay. Want to kick him into the poison, so that way he will die, and we can pick up the ring. And I'm doing the forward input for the kick, and then also holding back on the D-pad so I'll swing away like that if I don't kick him. There we go. Just need to kick him a little bit more. Oh, thank. No, you Come back here. Come back here. Come. No. Stop. Unfortunately, me trying to be careful is also screwing me over a little bit. Oh, that's bad. Is he aggroed? They're both aggroed. Hold on. Alrighty, we're going to take a quick break as I take care of something that just came up. Then we're going to get right back to Blighttown and possibly getting myself fully kicked out of the Forest Covenant. We will be back on soon.